We are in Maine, in Grafton Notch, and we're heading up Old Speck southbound on the AT to Speck Pond and the lean-to and tent sites out there for the night, just to get away and just to try to make sense of this state called Maine. I'm always confused about how I'm going to tackle it, so I figured I'd dive in and give it a shot, and we'll take you along. So I'll see you down the trail. It's fair to say that the last time I did Old Speck and completed it, everything was snow covered. So half of what I'm dealing with right now wasn't here. So we are going to keep moving slowly, and we're going to do it. Bye. We're about an hour in, and we've only gone about a mile. It's just going to be a really, really slow day, and I have to fight with my brain not to turn around, because Maine is hard. It's harder than when I did the 67, the New England 67, the peak bagging list. And it's just going to be one of those days. So we'll see what happens. All right, bye. We are right on the ledge below where the eyebrow trail exits, and this is where I threw in the towel the last time I was here. I'm doing a little bit better today than I was, but I'm cautious. It's very slow going, and some of the slabs are really slick, and we're just taking our time. We haven't even gone 2 miles yet, and we're approaching the 2-hour mark. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to make it, but I'm keeping my options open. So we're going to rest for a little bit, and then we're going to get going again, and I'll talk to you down the trail. I'm going to stop looking at the mileage and the time and just hike. Sun sets a little after 6. It's a little after noon now, so I have about 6 hours to go 4 miles. And I'm going to push for it, because everybody that's passing me going northbound keeps telling me that it's beautiful and I'll have a private view and all this good stuff. So we are going to push for it. If it takes me all frickin' day, I'm going to get there. All right, bye. Believe it or not, this is a break from the elevation gain. I actually like walking on slabs like this. I find it really fun, but still tough, still slow going.
We are making it, and it is a beautiful day. Isis just made me stop and feed her lunch, and I'm going to stop in a little bit and feed myself lunch. So we're going to get down the trail, and we'll talk to you later. All right, it's a little after 1 now. I think we're making some progress. It's just Maine is slow. That's all there is to it. It's arduous. It's looking at every step, and it's slow. But as you can see, sort of behind me, there's a little bit of a view, and the trees are getting shorter. So we must be getting closer to something. So we're going to keep pushing. I think we have a little over 2 miles to the shelter. So that's our aim still. We're going to do it. All right, I will get hiking and I will talk to you later. Nope, it's an 18 marker. All right, we made it to the view just below the junction for the Mahoosic Trail and to go to the summit. If I wasn't so bent on getting to the shelter now, I'd set up a tent here because there's a pretty decent sized clearing, but your view is kind of getting grown in a little bit. But Isis and I are going to take a little bit of a rest and have something to eat, and we're going to keep going. All right, I'll talk to you down the trail. There's 1.5 miles to the shelter. So I think at this point, turning around is not an option. So I've been resting here at this outlook and just wondering, is it hard because I did 15.3 on Saturday? Or is it just that it's a 4K and it's Maine and it's definitely a different trail than what I had on Saturday too. It's tougher. So it's just amazing that 15.3 felt great, but now close to 5 is about killing me. So it's been a really tough, slow day. But we're going to do it because at this point we have no choice. So 1.5 to the shelter. And I'll talk to you down the trail. And in between getting my butt kicked, I get little sections like this. Oh my God, Maine. Why do you hate me? We've got like 0.1 to the junction. You just have to get through all of this. Yippee! Still haven't hit the junction, but I think Guthook needs to move the view marker to this mile. This is beautiful, but I am dying. and my dog just wants to go, but I want to stop. All right. Sooner or later, this point 1 will be over, and we'll be at the junction, and I'll talk to you later. Like I said, turn the corner. We did it. Okay, I know it says Old Speck Mountain point 3, but we are heading directly to Speck Pond campsite 1.1 downhill. We'll get the summit tomorrow on our way out, along with anything else that we missed. My legs are tired and I want my dinner. So we are heading down that way, and we'll talk to you when we get to the shelter. Oh, gut hook. You missed this one too. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. But I really hope that that pond out there is not where we're going. It looks so far away. All right, we gotta get going. Bye. I just have to keep stopping. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to stop and look. It's just beautiful.
We made it. We made it down to the Speck Pond shelter. We're set up on tent pad number 1, and I'll show you the outside view in a minute. How come nobody talks about the descent from up where Old Speck, the junction is, down to here? Because that was nasty. The views were beautiful, but that was nasty to the point that I wanted to find another way to escape tomorrow. But instead, I'm just going to strap both my poles to my pack, and, you know, the dog and I are going to do the best we can. But thankfully, after that, it's all downhill from there. But that's tomorrow. So for tonight, I am just going to chill and cook some dinner soon, and probably pass out because I am tired. So, yep, that's the deal. So I'll give you the tour of the rest of the camp in a little bit. Bye.
Okay, here's home for the night. Here's the duplex, like the 3rd time I've set it up. And I did splurge and got the flex poles to make it freestanding because we are on a tent pad, or a tent platform rather. And there's Isis going to sleep. I'll be there shortly. So, as you can tell, they had a microburst or something because everything is just destroyed around here. And clean up all of my pack explosion too. But basically, we are at tent site number 1. Mostly because I didn't want to walk any further up that mess. Down here is the shelter, and it is huge. And it's really nice. But I'm not a shelter person. I'm just an admirer. Up that way is water. Way up that way and out that way is water. Then you come around here and down this little trail. And I've got to hurry because I don't want to leave the dog alone for too long, because then she'll destroy my screens. If you walk down here, and you have pond view. Let's see if I can get you out on this far rock here without dropping my phone into the water. That's Speck Pond, and this is home for the night. So it's getting chilly, so I'm gonna make my dinner, which tonight is corn chowder, and then I'm promptly gonna pass out. Dinner is served. This is the good to go corn chowder. It's got sweet potatoes in it, it's got corn, it's got all kinds of good stuff. And it's nice and warm, and it's gonna hit the spot. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. I will say that the good thing about being the only one here, I don't have to worry about anybody peeking. So just stood right outside and got ready for bed. No problem. So, but I do have one issue. Isis is kind of where I need to get in the sleeping bag, and she doesn't like to move. So, hi. Thank you. So we might be having words soon. I know. Anyway, we've eaten. Isis actually ate a ton, and usually she doesn't on like the first night. Not that we're spending many nights out here, but normally she doesn't eat a lot, and she ate a ton today. So that was pretty cool. We're just gonna chill in the tent and get ready for bed, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Good morning. Who ordered the rain last night? At a certain point I lost signal, so I didn't know the forecast, but we got some rain, so the tent passed the rain test. But now my trail is all wet, and all the rocks are going to be wet, so it's going to be an interesting hike out. We're just going to take it really slow. So I'm going to wake up and have breakfast and pack up, and then we're going to hit the trail. So until then, I hope you have a good morning.
Good morning, everybody. All right, we are packed up. It's 8:30. We have 1.4 to Old Speck, and I guess that includes the spur trail, I hope. So we'll see how long it takes us. I'm hoping that because we're going up, maybe it'll be easier than coming down, but we'll see. It's still going to be slow, but it might be a little bit easier, I think. Who knows? We'll find out. All right, we are going to get ready and hit the trail. All right, bye. Great idea is number one. Put the poles away. It's impossible to use your poles and scramble up these rocks. They're worthless and they're almost a hindrance. So mine are, I don't know if you can see it. Nope, they're in my pack. And we are just making our way. You're gonna get a lot more still pictures because it's hard to video too. So I will talk to you when I get to the next interesting section. There is a beautiful undercast out there. And wow,
I hope it's transferring onto the video. We are about 0.4 from that beautiful view that we had yesterday, which means we're doing good because it's only a little after 9. So we're just going to take our time on this section because it is really steep, and I'm going to say it's going to be really slick too. So we'll see you when we get up there. All right, everyone. There's not going to be a lot of filming because that's where we're going. That's what we climbed down yesterday from those views, and that's what we're going back up. That is about 0.2, and hopefully we make it. Ha! 9:44, and we are at the outlooks. Just like 0.2 to the junction. Ha! Maine can suck it. So much better. It's so beautiful up here too. I really needed this, but I think my stay at the cabin is going to be a stay put. It's going to take a lot out of me. But damn, I did it. All right, we're going to keep hiking. Go ahead. Keep going. It's 0.3 to Old Speck. I can't not do it. It's pretty easy as I remember it anyway. So, we are heading out to Old Speck, and then we'll be heading all downhill from here. All right, bye. We made it to the summit of Old Speck. Well, it's not really the summit, it's more like the summit tower. That's behind us. There's no view here, but there was gray jays, but the dogs scared them all away. So now it's all downhill from here to the parking lot. And that is exactly where we're heading because the clouds are moving in and it's getting cold. So we will talk to you down the trail. One last view this morning before we head back into the trees. Heading back down to the car. It's turned out to be an awesome overnight. So, there you have it. Doesn't get any better than the clouds just floating by. We have made it to the outlook with the non-view, so we are making good time. That's why we've stopped for having a break. I'm gonna have a snack. Isis is gonna have some water, and then we're gonna just keep going. I kinda, on these out and backs, I just throw it into autopilot on the way out, so I might not do a lot of filming, but I got a ton of pictures to share, so that'll be good. At the very least, I'll have some still pictures. So we're gonna rest and then we're gonna get going again, and I'll talk to you down the trail. So we just passed the ledge below the eyebrow trail, which means we only have about a mile left to go. What a beautiful morning. Everybody that we've run into is super friendly. And it's been easier going out than coming in. So we are just having a good old time. So we're gonna keep hiking, and then I will probably wrap it up when I get back to the car. Bye.
We made it. Probably a little after 1 we got back to the car. I got changed and got everything situated and whatnot. But what an overnight. It started out looking really iffy. But then, I don't know, I got down to the tent site. I just relaxed. I had a good night, and just told myself that things are going to be better on the way out. And they were. That nasty down that turned into an up was way easier. And just thinking things through and making a plan and executing it. I'm super proud of myself. I'm super proud of Isis because that wasn't easy for her either. We had to work as a team, and sometimes she does not want to work as my teammate. So we are just ecstatic. And I wanted to mention too, I'm an older female. I'm always solo. Been hiking solo predominantly since I started back in 2011. Don't be afraid to get out there and just go for it. There are people out there. I ran into a lot of people today, and everybody was friendly, and everybody would have been willing to help if something was going wrong. And you don't need a gun. I carry a little pocket knife, that's it. But anybody that wants to cause trouble, that's an awful lot of effort to cause trouble. So just don't be afraid. Just get on out there, Start out small, like always, and then work your way up. And soon you'll be spending the night by yourself completely at Speck Pond and feeling like $1 million. So, all right, I've been going on for about 2 minutes. This video is going to be super long. I am going for coffee, and we are heading for home. And I'll see you next time. Bye.